feel like a heel, Kyle Bossman.
Why?
I feel like a big, stupid idiot head. Because it's the month of October, which I love so much.
Yeah.
Halloween is my absolute favorite holiday.
Your shirt is stylized.
It's stylized.
Like
It's
the
actually
Haunted
Mega
Mansion?
64/Club 33, which
Yeah.
is not a scary thing.
Oh.
Club 33 is actually quite lovely.
Okay.
But that's a different conversation entirely. And they're actually going to be at Disneyland this weekend. Mega 64, they're having their game days at Disneyland. Tangent, moving on.
We'll talk about that later because I'm really curious
We haven't
about what
talked
that
about
is. Okay.
Costume Quest.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
This
yeah.
game already came out, and it just came out on consoles. You can play it on PS4. I believe it's coming to Xbox One soon. You don't have a date?
Wii U as well.
Yeah, it's coming to Wii U, but it's already on Steam right now. And I played the first game on iPad and actually got a little frustrated because I got stuck on a puzzle and just couldn't figure it out and was, I guess, too lazy and didn't want to look up the
I'm
solution.
going to blame the iPad on that.
But it was pretty fun. I mean, I definitely got the sense of like if I was moving these guys with an analog stick, it'd be much more fun, which it is.
Yeah.
But damn, this game is charming and fun and so perfect for this month. You know, just such
Yeah.
a perfect time. I actually had to run out to the store and buy a big bag of candy corn because I'm like, I can't play this game and not stuff my face with
Did you
candy
really?
corn the
So
whole
you
time.
bought some candy?
I was eating candy corn and pumpkins, just gorging myself last night.
That's cool.
Super fun. Do you like it? And if so, why?
I like it a lot. Costume Quest, one of my favorite games from last generation. Again, I think because I like Halloween too much. But what's interesting about this, we're talking about sequels. This sequel is in a really tough space in that Costume Quest ended basically after the DLC in this weird world where you can like go in any portals and go to any time. The first game started like, hey, it's Halloween, go trick-or-treating, and then you work from there. But this poor sequel has to start in that crazy space and move forward from
When
there.
they jump out of a portal at the beginning, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I didn't finish the first game. I probably
Yeah.
should have. I would have known. Like,
You'd have to have finished
the
the DLC even to understand what was going on.
But I
there.
do like that it jumps right into it.
Yeah.
You know, I remember the first game had a kind of charming opening, but it did feel really constricted. I could feel that there was this big adventure that was about to happen, but I had to get through the stupid neighborhood and like find pies and stuff. And like they do kind of color code some of the objectives that you have to finish, but like it is kind of tricky. Maybe it's just my brain that I'm not used to like memorizing those types of environments. If you put me into like a third-person map, like a multiplayer map, like
Yeah.
give me 5 to 10 minutes and like I'll have this place memorized. I'll know where all like the ins and outs are. But like I'll take a right and it's like, have I been down the street? I don't know.
Oh, because it's like the isometric view, you
Yeah.
mean? That kind of thing? Yeah, I can see that.
But you got your little super hyper skates, which you can skate around with, so that definitely speeds things up.
Yeah.
I felt the game had a really good pace to it. I've only put like 4 or 5 hours in, but what do you think? How long do you think the whole game is?
It's the perfect length. It's a game you can beat in 2 or 3 nights, and that's perfect for a game that's coming out in October for Halloween.
And it's funny because like I feel terrible that we haven't. It's been such a busy review season. You know, I'm exhausted. Like everybody's really tired to try to like actually cover all of these games, and so unfortunately we had to delay like our coverage of this game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it feels oddly perfect, like right before Halloween. You know, to really just get one last dose. Like you said, you like Halloween too much.
Yeah.
What's the meter went all the way to too much? Is this game too much Halloween?
Like, that's like my video game bias, you know what I mean? It's like, Kyle's a Halloween fanboy. He's going to give any Halloween game a good score. It's like, it is kind of true, you know what I mean? I love the idea that we're trick-or-treating right now. I'm knocking on doors, and there's that really funny suspense of, is it going to be candy or is it going to be a fight, an RPG fight?
It's usually a fight.
Yeah.
I've definitely gotten more fights than candy.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just the way it seems. But I mean, speaking of Disneyland, you go to New Orleans Square, basically. You go into New Orleans right at the beginning. You go through the bayou. I think, I'm not sure how that portal stuff played out, but in this, you're time traveling, which I think, you know, helps them kind of really get to the core of like different areas that might not be in a typical neighborhood during Halloween, but might also play into the holiday or play into the whole aspect of being spooky.
So I'm getting close to the end at this point. I can say there's not a lot of time traveling. It's not
okay.
like, yeah, it's actually really interesting. It is much more focused than I thought it would be. I think like the pitch was just like, the Costume Quest, there's time travel in this one. Sort of like, oh, okay, we're gonna be in lots of different time periods. That's not the case at all. I think there are like 3 time periods in the whole game, most likely. It's more focused on these environments and populating these environments and making them interesting. And
Well, it's like Back to the Future is about time travel, but they only ever go to like a place, and that's it.
yeah.
So I think again, just the aesthetic of the bayou, like right at the beginning, I really like that. And I don't know if they've improved it since, but like I felt I felt I was discovering new areas constantly. Like the exploration felt much more organic. Where like the last game it was just constant barriers. It was just like no, you can't go here, no, you can't go there because you got to get this thing.
Oh, I
Lots
love
of
it.
backtracking.
Right. You have to find pieces of suits. You put the suit together, and that suit not only gives you a new like character class in battle, but also has an ability outside of battle. Like if there's a pile of leaves in the way, you need the pterodactyl to blow away those leaves.
Right.
That's a great kind of like makes sense within the game's story, makes sense within the game's gameplay and game's overworld. It's like working on all those levels is a really great thing.
And a real slight. I mean, Double Fine's done lots of fun, comedic writing in the past, and like really slight adventure game touches. I liked going to the mechanic before, like we had to fix the boat. Mechanic's like, yeah, I fix boats. You got a boat I need to fix? And I'm like, I think I probably will.
Oh my
so,
gosh.
Like you go turn in all the candy to the kid and
Yeah.
tries to start the boat. It doesn't work. Like, oh, big shocker.
All of the things you do with the clown horn are hilarious to me. Without ruining it too much, like everyone like thinks you're amazing with that clown horn. Like you're an amazing musician with your weird little clown horn. It's so fun.
But it's fun to just walk up to people and like piss them off with the horn. Like some people like it, some people don't. Yeah, again, it's got the kind of Ren and Stimpy, really in your face kind of humor. And again,
Whoa,
to me,
what? There's not like butts and boogers.
well, no butts and boogers, but just kind of that. I mean, the clown when he like slips and falls over and puts his head up and his
I do
eyes
like
are
that.
darting
Yeah,
off like
yeah,
two opposite directions.
I do smile every time the clown does that. Yeah.
Which you could thankfully skip later. When I noticed that, I was like, okay, those are getting a little bit old.
I know I can skip those.
And it does, the B button.
I would never want to, I think.
And it does kind of get repetitive, like the combat a little bit. Like you don't, it's timing based, kind of like the South Park RPG.
Right.
But you don't. I've been playing for like about 3 hours, and I still only have just the 4 costumes. I'm like almost got a new one. I'm just getting the pieces now. But I could see repetition being one of the things that might. You might be scared of playing this game. But again, you said it was a perfect length, so it's not.
Yeah.
You put in the time investment, and you can at least get to the end of the story and appreciate it before the holiday.
The battle system itself, is very simple. There's a lot of times where I'm thinking, I'm not making a lot of decisions in this fight. You have your type advantages now, and it's just like, oh, so this person will attack this person. Like, okay. It's basically, it is the timing. The timing is what makes it fun. And then, do you have the combos yet, too?
Yeah.
Yeah. That changes it all.
Totally.
Eventually you learn to counter, and that's pretty fun too.
Oh, cool. Okay. I'm digging it.
I'm digging it. I'm really, really digging it.
And do you think it's smart if you're making a holiday game? I mean, what do the holidays get big games? There's no big Christmas game we're getting this year.
No.
We might get like DLC packs and stuff, and certainly MMOs always
Do you
celebrate
remember
holidays.
those Nintendo DS games where you're like bowling over elves?
No.
I think it's called Bowling with Elves, but yeah, exactly. There's no other holiday games.
So do you think it's smart if you're making a holiday game or you're making a Halloween game to make it something you can like
Yeah,
beat
make
in
it
24
short.
hours?
Yeah.
So it's just like that.
That 5 or 6 hours.
Hey,
probably,
honey, I got
yeah.
home from work early. What do you want to do? Like, let's 6, 7, 8 hours. Let's just hammer through this game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will definitely be finishing it. I'm not sure exactly when this video is going up, but I will be hopefully reviewing it, and we'll be putting up that video by the time Halloween starts, which is even missing the console release. We're so damn late on this game, which for me is sacrilegious because I love Tim Schafer, I love Double Fine, I love Halloween, I love the concept for this game. I love RPGs.
Yeah.
I love small, fun, independent games.
Man,
Not
I wonder-
independent games,
I
but
wonder
mean
if something
games that
is-
you can beat quickly.
Does the game get a lower score in November than it does in October?
I don't want to know. I don't want to do that experiment. I want to get it done in time. But, and thank you for putting so much time into the game. You put more time than I have.
I would have
appreciate it.
anyway. I would have.
Neither one of us got sleep last night, did they?
Yeah. No. I was up pretty late last
Go
night.
take a nap. Thanks, Kyle.
No.